Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 22nd of June, 2025. In this video, I wanted to share with you some information I came across. The comic art coin and metal program from the United States Mint and DC Comics. I think I may have, I didn't break the code or anything, but I definitely came across some information that I got to be sharing with you. Now, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. It's actually a really big number. You can look it up. Go ahead and pause the video. Now, welcome back. We're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, let's bounce over here to Money Metals. Check out where this live spot prices ended the week. So gold was $33.81.55, silver $36.20, platinum at $12.80.50, palladium at $10.73.75, and Dr. Copper ended the week at $4.83 per pound. Down here, you're looking at in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.69 for the quantity 1 through 39. They got you paying $42.89. Now, the buyback, that's the sell to them price, is $37.40. And that looks to be $1.20 over the $36.20 spot price. Next up, that's going to be the United States Mint's bullion sales. And I got to ask the question, where are the sales? Look, no Silver Eagles here. And what's going on with that half-ounce gold coin? They didn't sell any for February, only 1,000 in March, 0 for April, 0 for May, and so far 0 for June. Now, are these numbers going to be updated? Can we even trust any of these numbers? I don't know. Because look at this, I can't even compare and easy for me to say, I can't even compare and contrast what's going on here with this year, with last year and the previous, and so on and so forth. There's no data I can rely on here. It's kind of a bummer in the summer. Now let's keep on keeping on. Remember the United States Mint talking about that Army Privy marked American Silver Eagle, how household order limit 3, then went to 1. Then they said there was 100,000 available, but only 79,000 were sold. Yeah. Well, should we take everything the United States Mint says with a grain of salt? I would think so. I think we've learned, right? It's one of those things. Now, this is really interesting. I got to share this with you. This is actually kind of fantastic. Now, this is under news, press releases. United States Mint strikes first medal in historic comic art coin and metal program. Inaugural design in the series pays homage to the Man of Steel. And I think that makes sense, seeing how he is the world's first superhero, right? Now, this is dated April 22nd, 2025. So that's this year, right? Just a couple months ago now. In fact, I think it's 2 months to the day. April 22nd, June 20. Yeah, whoa, hey, right? Now, this is out of Philadelphia. The United States Mint today hosted members of Warner Brothers Discovery Global Consumer Products. That's a WBDGCP. That's a mouthful of letters. At a ceremonial strike event for the Mint's Superman 1 ounce, right there. Bingo, ding, 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 ding. For the Mint's 1 ounce silver medal, the first release in the comic art coin and metal program. I think that that's important to recognize because, I think they have to make some kind of, I don't want to say concession, but they have to make it so that people want to buy that 1 ounce coin, I think. It says here, we're thrilled to debut the Superman medal as part of the new comic art coin and metal program, said Kirsten McNally, the Mint's acting director. This launch marks the beginning of an historic collaboration with Warner Brothers Discovery Global Consumer Products and represents a major milestone as the Mint embarks on its first public-private collaboration. It says here, as both the chief engraver and a lifelong comic book fan, it's my greatest pleasure to see the Superman medal struck, said Joseph Mena. The Superman medal represents the strength we have in all of us that we can all be superheroes. Absolutely. Something big time happened to me when I was in high school. I saw a car accident and eventually the car rolled and pinned this dude up against a wall and this Volkswagen Beetle. And I lifted the Beetle, this Volkswagen Bug, off the dude and then pulled him away from him being trapped between the wall and the car. I don't know how I did it, but there it was. And the high school safety officer was actually there to witness it. So, hey, I don't know. But we really do. You've heard of events like that. Did you ever see that show, That's Incredible? Yeah. Now, it says here, it's an honor to immortalize Superman as a pop culture icon through its historic collaboration with the United States Mint, said Preston Kevin Lewis. That's head of consumer products and retail strategy. The Americas for Warner Brothers Discovery. The Superman coin and metal designs highlight Superman's heroism and humble roots in DC's comic book coins and commemorate the world's first superhero. Now, I think that what's going to be interesting here is that these actual coins have been, I want to say, look at this, debuting in summer of 2025, right? Superman will be depicted on 24-karat gold coins. And this is where it really gets interesting. 3/9 fine silver medals, each accompanied by a serialized certificate of authenticity. I think that's the right direction the Mint's going there, to have a serialized certificate of authenticity. That's a big deal. Now, here's what I can't wrap my head around so much. It says here, and non-precious metal clad medals, right? What? Yeah, non-precious metal clad medals celebrating one of the most iconic superheroes of all time. Now, folks, if the United States Mint wants to bring in a bunch of new collectors, younger collectors, right, this is how they're doing it, right? However, I don't think Jimmy is going to come out with the Superman movie and go, Daddy, I want a gold coin from the United States Mint featuring Superman. Dad's going to be like, yeah, get a job, son. And that's not going to really happen. I imagine, what may happen, right? Well, could they buy the 2.5-ounce silver medal? Well, that's probably going to be at least $300 and change. Maybe Jimmy gets it for his birthday. I don't know. But maybe he gets the $135, is $135 1-ounce gold coin, or rather the silver medal. Or do they have clad medals that are way more, affordable and can reach way more consumers than the silver or gold, the precious metal coins and metals? It's just one of those things. Yeah, who knew? Now, let's go to Coin World. There's an article by Mr. Paul Gilks dated June 4. That's actually a little bit later than August or April 22nd. This is a little bit more timely information. And it says here from Coin World, published June 4, 2025, superhero coins and medals on the horizon from the U.S. Mint. And no, you may or may not like these. I at first was kind of like, well, maybe, I don't know. But now I'm all in on this. This is a big deal. Really big deal. Let's go down to here we are. Designs. And I'll leave a link in the description so you can read this as well. It says, while the proof gold coins are being struck at the West Point Mint with a reeded edge, the silver medals are struck at the Philadelphia Mint with a proof finish and a plain edge. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Maybe. Just maybe. It doesn't say anything here. Oh, this is the Comic Art and Coin Metal Program page. I will leave that up. But check this out. This is the 1-ounce medal, and it is available for subscription. And it is $135, zero charge today. No mintage limit, no product limit, household order limit of 5. To me, that's not great. However, if the United States Mint were to actually put some, those, what are we talking about here? Their certificates, right? If they put those certificate of authenticity that are serialized in there, well, maybe, just maybe, that'll be an incentive to buy this one, even though it has no product limit or mintage limit. Maybe they're signed certificates, maybe by some DC folks, maybe by the Joseph Mena or the acting Mint director. We don't know. But what we can check this out, and we're talking about what? Proof, right? Proof finish with a plain edge. Yeah, let's go check that out. Now let's go down to the specifications. It says matte finish of 3/9 fine silver of 1 troy ounce with 40.60 millimeter with a plain edge, Philadelphia Mint, and there is no mint mark, right? And there is no privy mark. There it is, folks. It's a matte finish, and we can actually back that up over here with this pre-sale of the Superman DC Comics 1-ounce metal in a Mint State 70. Yeah, right there in a 70. And what's interesting, if we go back, some of these coins are already selling on eBay. Look at that, $324 for the 2.5-ounce silver medal. And that is also for sale, I believe. Nope, that was the Heirs coin. Let's go back one more and back again. I guess I went way too far back. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I was looking up quarter heirs, and I found that splitting headache, but that's not what I'm talking about here today. Interesting. Now, what I do have a question for you is this. The Comic Art 2.5-ounce silver medal. Is that one? Look, matte finish to you? I don't know. If we play the video, I'm not so sure. Looks pretty proofy to me. Maybe, I don't know. I can't even understand it. Maybe, what if it's a reverse proof? Wouldn't that be something? And would the United States Mint tell us before it drops? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Let's keep on keeping on with that Paul Gilks article. Now it says here the same main obverse and reverse designs appear on both silver medals and the gold coin. Chief engraver Joseph F. Mena is designing and sculpting the obverse as sides of the pieces and overseeing or directing art by other designers for the reverses. DC comic artists are not participating as this is a Mint product, according to a Mint spokesperson. And that spokesperson looks like it's Michael White. Says the U.S. Mint is exploring colorized options, but has not yet determined which metal may make use of color. What? Yeah, look, if we go to the Comic Art and Coin Metal program and we look at all the different options right now, there are none at all. Zero. And it does show here the Canada designs for Batman All right, and Wonder Woman. I will leave a link to this page in the description also. That's a great little resource right there. It says here, the blanks for the superhero 2.5-ounce silver medals will measure 2 inches in diameter, like the previously issued limited mintage 2.5-ounce silver medals representing the U.S. military branches. And I think that's a huge heads up red flag right there. Limited mintage. The other one's unlimited. This one is limited and is 2.5 ounces. Now the 1-ounce silver medal is measuring 40.6 millimeters, the same diameter as an American Silver Eagle 1-ounce silver dollar. Packaging options are not yet disclosed by the United States Mint, and they already know what those packages look like. And it's kind of a bummer in the summer that they actually don't show them here whatsoever. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. So let's go back to this page. It says the summer the United States Mint launches an exciting new coin and medal series celebrating comic art as a uniquely American art form. And I think that's the crucial crux of it all. It's uniquely American. And the United States Mint is finally on board with this because the New Zealand Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint, I mean, they've all been doing this for many years, many moons. And the United States Mint is finally getting on board with it. And I think that's a great move, only because it's going to get younger numismatists, younger coin collectors into it. And that's what it's all about. Because look, if this hobby doesn't get younger people in it, well, what's going to happen to it, right? You got to have a good, steady flow of people who are coin collecting. Otherwise, what happens to the value of all those coins if nobody wants to buy them, right? Think about those Carson City Morgan dollars. Maybe they'll be expensive always. I don't know. There's nobody, I mean, if there's nobody to buy them, look at stamp collecting, right? That's kind of a bummer in the summer. You'd think that would be a hobby that would be just on fire right now. But, well, is it? You tell me. It seems so niche. Now, let's keep on keeping on. I think I got one more page to show you here. Yeah, that was the proof. And then we're definitely going to +1 action. Then bingo, there it is. It says, which button will you push on the elevator, up or down? Now, this comes from, I'm not sure which proverb, but it says, the Lord decides what a man shall be and what shall befall him, but not whether he shall be a righteous or a wicked man. You can put in person there if you like. And I think what that means, the Lord's role is to establish a man's path, but a man's heart and his actions determine his character, who he's going to be. And I always say, everybody's going to mess up. Everybody's going to drop the ball. No doubt about it. We all do. Nobody's perfect. No doubt about it. However, it's what you do after you make your mistake that makes you who you are. That's your character. Now let's bounce over here to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Elton John. Goodbye to Yellow Brick Road. This is a song about fame and fortune, and the I don't know. I don't want to say resentment, but definitely what am I trying to say? Yeah, the longing to have a more simpler life, I think, is what it's all about. And that's not such a bad thing. Remember the Leonard Skinner song, Simple Man. That's one of my favorite songs ever. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub this channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free is the membership. It's $1.99 a month. It ends up being out of 31 videos, it's like 6.5 cents per video per day. That's not bad at all, folks. Now, y'all have a great rest of your day. And hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep. I've been up all night. That's why this video is probably not one of my best. Stacker out.